Hey, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Dean. We're into number 2 now. We're on our way. Several things we're going to cover this episode. I talked a little bit about, like last episode, some of the stuff that we'd like to cover. One of the things that I kind of did want to do is introduce these two Bens. So, again, Dean, Ben. Um, I don't know how much time we're going to have this episode, so we'll try and get through some of this material. But this episode, we're going to have Ben introduce himself. So, what's your name?
Ben.
So, tell us a little about yourself. What's really interesting about you that you can tell us?
That my name is Ben.
Besides the fact that you're my son.
My best friend name is Ben also, which makes my name more interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how it's whiskey related.
What high school did you go to? What year did you
I
graduate?
went to High School. I graduated class of 2015.
Oh, represent.
Yeah. So I'm from, that's my city. If you watch Blood Diamond, he says TIA, this is Africa. TIA in Hawaii, this is IAA, So this is the remix. But yeah, so I'm here. Yeah, what else you want to know?
What's your experience with whiskey?
Well, my best friend
The proper
loves...
12?
Yeah, proper 12. The proper 12 of the first episode. Ben loves whiskey, so, I drink whiskey with him. That's about the only time I'm really drinking whiskey.
So when you used to drink, like, what was one of your favorites? I know it's not the proper 12, but...
Whiskey?
Yeah. No? Proper 12? I don't know.
No, I don't even know.
It's not a whiskey, guy.
I don't really... I did buy this, so when I went to Savannah, at the airport, I guess in Savannah, they make their own, like, Scotch or whiskey or something. So I bought this nice little 12-year Scotch, I believe, or whatever they make in Savannah, and I drank it with,
You cannot make Scotch in Savannah.
No, they make some kind of, like, whiskey or
whiskey,
something. Whiskey in Savannah. But yeah, so that's probably the last time I've drank in whiskey, is in Savannah.
Scotland City.
Yeah. But so I mean, when you were drinking, your drink of choice was the tequila then.
Probably vodka water.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because like when you're drinking, you get the perfect level of being buzzed and being hydrated if you drink 1 cup of water and 1 shot of vodka. So that's what I would
Well, the
do.
thing about vodka, right, is that vodka is a good mixer because that is right. Like a high quality vodka, you won't taste as much of the flavor of it. You don't want to taste like obviously taste potatoes in your vodka. Or you want it to be clean, right?
Fermented
Yeah,
I mean,
so
when
it's
I used to
really
drink,
good
I just
mixer.
drink to get drunk. So I'm not really trying to taste whatever. I'm just trying to get it down, So that's why it's.
Oh, you just be the guy who shoots it then. Right?
Yeah, 100%. But like this is interesting. Like I like tasting it on your palate and stuff.
Yeah. Well, anything vodka or any kind of alcohol in general. I mean, beers. You can taste anything has flavor.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, like, it's not just like their run of the mill stuff anymore. There's a lot more smaller batches of stuff that come out here and there. So it is an interesting environment to be in. So thanks for talking about yourself. So Ben, you ready? Next episode, you
Yeah,
do some
I can go
talking.
next episode. I don't exist this episode.
No, you exist because you're the drinker of the two here.
The best
So
part
you're
is that
gonna
it's
participate.
Ben S and Ben S.
Yeah,
Ben S,
same-
Ben S,
same
yeah.
initials.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that Ben had brought up last episode was that it would be good to, for comparison, drink a more smooth whiskey and then compare it to, say, something that has a little bit more flavor, like a rye or a peaty or something like that. So we did a little bit of shopping in between episodes, and we found a couple of things that might be interesting. Well, one, again, this is the one that I've been on, which is the Dewars, the Japanese smooth. And after last episode, we kind of tasted it, and we decided that this was kind of a smooth one for comparison. Less flavor, just smoothness, fattiness. It sits on your tongue well. And then this one is a rye that I've tried before. So this is called Templeton Rye, and this is actually a pretty good one. I don't know, just for comparison, you could probably pick up any rye and it'll have some flavor to it. One of the more affordable ryes that I used to drink was the what do you call it? The Jameson. Was it the Jameson? The Jameson, right? They have a
Jameson Rye.
Yeah, and that one is actually not bad too, and right, like more affordable, lower end of the spectrum. So let's go ahead and do this. First, you want to taste? Let's taste the regular one first, right?
From last week's episode.
Well, we didn't try this one in last week's episode.
Oh.
The one we
it was
tried
the
was the Caribbean
Caribbean.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same brand, though.
After we stopped filming, then we tried a little bit of this. Though.
Or I don't know, would you say brand?
Same brand, I guess. So we'll do neat.
Oh.
But like,
That's
so
not good.
Smells good,
so
bro.
like if you were to so too bad we couldn't like compare the two
can smell that from
Dewars
here,
like
actually.
right back to
Oh,
back.
back to
because-
back.
Pretty
Yeah.
fierce.
Because well I mean you can smell alcohol obviously all whiskey has alcohol, but back to back like you can definitely tell that the Caribbean Smooth has an oakier finish to it. It definitely does, and even
then-
in the smell you can
So this
smell
one's
it.
sweeter? Is it the
I think
opposite of
so,
oaky, or-
and then especially if you were to add the ice to it, it really mellows it out.
It gives me PTSD though.
It's alcohol. I mean,
When
it's
I was a
alcohol.
kid, you know how Georgette always drink the Jack Daniels and the
Well,
Coke?
everybody has that alcohol that gives them PTSD.
No, like, so when I was a kid, I
that
was.
means you
Who's
did
Georgia?
something.
Georgette
tough.
Chuck.
Yeah, who is that?
That's my Hanai sister.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You gotta explain. They're like
Yeah.
Georgette. Who's Georgette? Like,
But I was like 12 and she always drank the Jack Daniels and Coke, so I finally opened it one time just to smell it, where I almost passed out.
You took a big
Oh,
whiff,
yeah, I think I froze for a
rubbing
second,
alcohol.
almost dropped the bottle, everything. But that's what that reminds me of. Something
well, I mean,
strong
yeah,
or
it
something.
is. It is strong and it's straight. There's no Coke or nothing. So you smell it.
Oof.
Like, so what kind of? Again, you smelled a couple of them last week, but how? Like, what kind of notes do you smell in there?
Well, I'm not educated enough. I don't think.
Cornell
If
for
I had
nothing.
like a multiple choice, I could select maybe.
Yeah, so again, disclaimer, I'm not a whiskey expert either. My palate's not as refined as, like a good sommelier or something like that, but I just use my words.
Yeah.
And I say what I think.
So I'm getting a hint of gasoline.
No.
Oh no, it's not like that.
Nah, I think like this actually would be a little bit.
Like honey?
Yeah. There
Honey,
is-
oh,
there
yeah.
is depth. Yeah, gasoline, honey. Yeah,
Same, same.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say. I just woke up 30 minutes ago.
I'm crying.
Okay, let's take a sip. How's that? Smooth, huh?
Oh,
It's good, right?
Is it surprising
yeah.
from the smell? Like the smell is like
it
kind
takes
of.
a second to hit. Like
And
the
it-
flavor takes a second.
And
at
it
least.
definitely had like it sounds dumb, right? But it definitely has some sweetness on it, right? You can taste the sweetness coming in at the end.
Yeah.
There is definitely some flavor there, but it is definitely one of the smoother whiskeys that you can drink.
And it's
I feel-
affordable, guys.
And
Affordable.
it's very affordable, right?
Your
It's a
average
Dewar.
Joe. Average Joe.
So Dewars,
whiskey.
you guys are doing some good stuff. I feel. Again, average Joe, my opinion. Go out and buy it. It's low risk because low cost. Buy it, try it. See how you like it.
We're not sponsored by Dewar's or anything, so this is very authentic.
Yeah.
But if you would like to sponsor us in any future video, please contact Dean Whiskey and he will get back
Whiskey
to you.
Dean.
Whiskey Dean.
Damn, you're not even
Whiskey
drinking.
Dean, bro. My
Can't even
bad.
do the right
No,
plug.
I'm not gonna lie. That thing kind of took me out. The smell is
All
crazy.
you did was sniff it.
That is too much. I've been sober 1 year completely. That's crazy.
That's one.
So anyway, you wanna finish that off? You wanna proceed to the next one? What do you wanna do?
Another glass, separate glass.
It was like bad to taste them back to back.
No, that's what we're trying to do. Compare it.
Is it?
Oh, I mean like two
Yeah, I
glasses.
don't,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
To, like, go
those
back
are
and
those
forth?
are yeah. Well, those are good questions, and
Is there a palate?
yeah,
cleanser
right. So
for
like
whiskey?
normally, if you do like
ginger for
wine,
Scotch?
if you do wine tasting, you're gonna want to do a palate cleanser in between, right? I mean, you're gonna eat like cheese or crackers or
Let me
something like
see.
that. And that's another good question actually. So we'll visit that at a
Whiskey.
future episode too. Is like what do you pair? What do you pair with whiskey, right? What do you eat with whiskey? It's a good question. And again, I'm not the expert. Like if you ask me, I'm just gonna eat what I like to eat, drink what I like to drink, right?
It says take a bite of bread. Sorry, trusty old Google says sip
Right.
water.
So that makes a
bite
lot
of
of
bread.
sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Fire bread.
Similar to again wine tasting where you're gonna eat something that's gonna like a cracker or something like that.
Yeah. Crackers.
But again, we're not experts here, so we're just gonna drink them back to back.
And
What's
then,
a cleanser? Is it just water or is it like?
It does say
You can do
yeah,
water.
It says you can sip water. Want some water?
No.
Oh.
I'm okay. I was just curious.
Just checking. We got sourdough.
Yeah. Sourdough.
We got sourdough bread too. I'm gonna have that ready for the next time. I got you.
Let's put this here. So actually what I
You ever
kind of
put-
like.
Oh, sorry. Do
Go
you ever
ahead, go
put
ahead.
bitters in there, or
If you're gonna mix a drink, yeah, you can. There's certain stuff you can mix with it.
Like the Manhattan.
I think that's a pre-made.
It says it has bitters.
Yeah,
in
so it's
it,
already
yeah.
mixed already. Yeah. So one of the other things that we picked up was a Manhattan in a bottle. So they do sell pre-mixed drinks like that.
That's because I don't know how to buy whiskey, and I was
No,
like,
no.
oh wow, look at that! It says whiskey on the bottle.
No. I mean, yeah. So we're also gonna visit that at a future episode too. Not the mixture in a bottle, but I mean some mixed drinks that you can make with whiskey, because you would think, right? Like whiskey has a strong flavor. Well, you'll see. This one
hello,
does.
Look, you have a visitor. Oh, hey.
That's us.
Man,
So-
everything's late for you. Helicopters, not mom.
I don't know.
Yeah, so a future episode, I think we're gonna visit that too, like what kind of drinks. I mean, there's a couple that I really like, but because it's like whiskey has a strong flavor, so you wouldn't think it's a good mixer. Certain ones are like a Dewar would be considered better for a mixer, but you can like if you want a good smoky, and we're gonna smoke whiskey on a future episode.
that'll
But
be
if you want
fun.
like a smoky drink, right, then you might use a peaty whiskey. Okay, so this one is Templeton Rye again. There's several ryes out there that are really good. Templeton is probably one of the more mid-range ones, not high-end, not low-end, so it's kind of in the middle there, and it is pretty good. Yeah. So, oh no, we can switch glass. That's fine.
It's
No, don't
Swap
discuss.
them out.
No, we
You
can
want
go.
to smell it?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Now you need that
Yeah, we
for
can.
the
We can.
ice.
Yeah. We're gonna do the ice after, so we can leave it for now. So I don't know if you can take even 3/4 of a shot of this one, because if this is like the first time you're taking a rye, like it's gonna surprise you. Maybe you'll really like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you
No,
will. I would compare a rye to, like, if you like beer, like a good IPA.
I've only had like a Crown Rye, I think. It's the only rye I've really.
So I'm gonna give a plug here to this is actually it's not a whiskey glass, obviously, so it's smaller. But what kind of glass is this?
Japanese glass. Japanese whiskey. glass.
Obviously, yeah. No, not Japanese whiskey. So this actually came with a sochu, Japanese sochu gift set. Yeah. So just I think I mentioned on the first episode, one of the things that I'm actually into drinking now is actually sochu. I kind of like sochu a lot, so been buying a lot of sochu stuff, and some of them, like the gift set, comes with glass, like really nice glasses. I mean, not like you drink sochu with it. You can drink anything with it.
How big was that gift set? 'Cause there's a lot of those glasses.
No, yeah, I bought quite a few. Did you smell?
Do you know, does it say if this is a, what do you call? Oh my god,
It's giving me hints
I
of
haven't brain for it right now.
See, like this one really has no story at all.
Is it a straight whiskey or?
So that was a good question. Not straight bourbon, right?
No,
Or is it straight whiskey?
straight whiskey.
Yeah, so that was a good question. And I don't have the answer to that, because when we were going shopping for whiskeys, yeah, some of them like said straight. Like I know what a single malt whiskey is or single barrel is, but I'm not too sure what a straight is.
So I did look that up because I was very nosy about that, because I noticed that a lot of bottles say straight whiskey, like they make sure to say it right, like straight whiskey. So straight whiskeys are unmixed. Unmixed, same distillation period and the same distiller, same cask.
Oh, so that is similar then to a single malt, unmixed, yeah, unblended. So good to know, but this one is not. Yeah, I think Templeton is probably not. But it's aged 4 years. So typically bourbon has less age on it, whereas like a Scotch, they'll typically age it quite a bit longer. Yeah, it's a lot newer, and because of that, it's considered to be a lot harsher. It's gonna have a lot more of the alcohol flavor to it. But this rye, did you smell it? Did you smell it?
Yes, I smelled it.
So can you tell the difference?
Yeah, it's way lighter than the other one.
He didn't like
I guess so. You could say
having
that.
PTSD.
Right, you could say that. So I mean, some people that rye flavor they really like it. They call it spicy. They say it's a spicy flavor. Could be citrusy more, right? Fresher, maybe you think it's fresher smelling. I don't know.
Yeah, that helps. Like just talking about like what are the notes, like knowing that what are the options, like citrus or spice. Like then in your mind you kind of know what to look
Can I
for.
get
You
a
know.
checklist?
Yeah, then you're like, oh, I can kind of.
Yeah, so I think if you were to do like an actual tasting, you might have something like that actually, where they're gonna lead you along, you know. But and maybe one day we will do a tasting or whatnot. I think there are a couple of places that have. But I have not personally done a whiskey tasting. Wine tasting, yes, but not whiskey.
Templeton has a new rye out.
Oh yeah?
And bourbon.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got a green label.
green label
Straight
Templeton.
rye. It's a straight rye.
Yeah.
Rye. I can't speak. Sorry.
So something to look for, I guess, the next time we go out shopping.
Yeah. That's cool. Wow. Oh, they got a bunch. They got this midnight rye.
Yeah, so that's kind of the interesting thing is that a lot of these major brands like Templeton or Dewar, like that, it used to be that it was very bland environment, right? You'd go and you'd just have a Dewar's, junky old Dewar's just sitting on the shelf, or you'd have a Jack Daniels. But now there's a lot more, and then so the bigger companies are starting to get into it, right? Where they're making their own mixes of stuff.
They've gotten creative.
And it's created a very interesting environment where the whiskey drinker obviously benefits, where we have more options, more choices. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
We should look for this midnight rye. It's
Sounds interesting. So
it's with port.
Port barrel?
Probably cask in a port.
yeah, I would think if they're the name implies dark, that it might be in a darker.
It does say
darker barrel.
subtle touch of dark port wine.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
So I'll try that one.
Yeah, kind of interesting
I'll
though.
probably
'Cause,
be disappointed.
no, I mean, so like it's
I'll
kind of
try.
interesting because it's a rye, and then ryes are spicy, and then the port will impart some sweetness into it. So it does sound kind of interesting. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Let's try it.
How's that?
Hold up, give me a second.
Yeah, man, good.
Oh, gosh.
Good tasting.
I
test.
actually think.
So now I need to taste it again because you know.
Oh, sorry.
You interrupted.
How was that?
His tongue got cut off. Not literally.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I like that more.
Well, I actually think so. Like, I haven't had this in a while, but I actually think it's actually not as spicy for rye. There is a bit of sweetness there, actually. It is kind of nice.
I think I just like the rye flavor in general. I don't know. It's nice. Like if you have something that's already like strong, I kind of like harsher flavor
Harsher flavor.
Mm.
Yeah.
because it's not like I don't know. It's kind of like putting on a mask. If you have like something too sweet and it's a whiskey, it just feels like
Trying to mask what it's like supposed to be like or something. Like you rather have it be harsh because it was meant to be harsh or something.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
like coffee, like a
well,
black coffee.
I think
you know,
that
it's just drinking for the coffee. You know?
Mm.
It's like,
I agree with that too. Actually, I do agree that whatever I drink, whether it be the coffee or the beer or whatever, it should have more flavor to it. I like the flavor. I want to be able to taste something there. But I do think, like, to a certain extent, you're right. That like if you drink something that's more smooth, you probably will taste more of the alcohol.
Mm.
Where this is gonna have more flavor instead of the alcohol flavor. But I will say that this isn't as harsh. It's a little bit smoother.
yeah, this is pretty smooth.
So the next step up from this would be like a peaty, and there are some really peaty whiskeys.
Do we have any? I mean, not to try today, but do we have any?
Yeah. So the last time we went out shopping, I bought one. I can't think of the name right now. We actually bought.
We bought several. That's right. Not the Larceny or the.
Oh yeah, Larceny. Larceny is a good peaty actually, and the Larceny also falls in that mid range. It's not low end. It's not high end, but kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's typically what I tend to drink. Is stuff that's in that mid range. You're gonna buy it like we talked a little about this last time. You're gonna buy maybe the high end stuff, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna be an everyday drinker for you. You know.
Do you taste any like licorice in this one? Almost.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. At the very end, I'm like, oh, it just tastes like licorice.
Wait, that's that spiciness. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That is that spicy.
Licorice. Interesting.
But that's why, right? So like,
He's developing.
but those notes, right? Like licorice, like who likes like black licorice? I'm talking about. Who likes black licorice, right?
Yeah.
The audience that enjoys black licorice is much smaller.
Like black jelly beans.
Yeah, black jelly bean.
They don't make black jelly beans. That's a real thing?
They do.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
They sell
Okay,
they sell
sorry,
bags
my
of
bad.
just black
Racist,
jelly bean.
bro.
Oh, alright. I just never heard of that, bro. Like, black jelly beans.
Damn, bro.
Our audience member is laughing.
Our one audience member.
Okay. So
That's crazy.
we're gonna add the rocks again. Which one do you want on the rocks?
Maybe you should, because the Dewars was like rougher for you. Maybe you should try
Dewar.
that on the.
Yeah.
No, I think the Dewar is definitely when you put it on the rocks, it's gonna have some smoothness to it because it's already smooth, and so that's gonna cut that alcohol edge off of it,
Mm.
and it's gonna be even sweeter. That's the way I feel.
Yeah. Either way, we can do the Dewars. Or is it bad to put them side by side?
Like have some.
No, I mean,
I mean, we can still talk about one and just like put. I don't know. I guess it's the same thing.
Might sit though.
Because
That's
I'll
probably-
bust. Because I'll bust already.
No, I'm just thinking that's probably like not how you're supposed to taste whiskeys like side by
no,
side.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, that's the kind of thing where like I don't have the answers to like how you're supposed to drink whiskey or whatnot.
Mm.
And I would say if you want to try doing it that way just for comparison, why not? Just
Yeah,
do it.
that's yeah, right like that. You ain't got the answer.
Yeah, why doesn't Whiskey Dean have the answers?
No, but yeah,
That's why we're here, man. People can comment and share their expertise too.
Yeah, I agree. Like, again, no experts here. No experts here.
We're just enjoying
um,
whiskey. We're not like.
I think actually, like,
you know.
I think like Ben's palate is actually pretty good. Like,
Oh.
I couldn't. like if I was brand new to tasting, I definitely would not say those things. I would just be like, yeah, this good, this bad. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'd be honest.
So-
Like Ben.
Yeah, so
so we can do it that way. We can pour one.
No,
in.
let's. Yeah, we can maybe do the Japanese one.
Japanese one, okay.
Yeah, should be fine.
So we'll do the rocks first.
Oh, the big ice cube.
No, the rocks, the small
Oh,
rocks.
I see.
Yeah,
Regular. Nature's really out here tonight. Yeah. Hear everything tonight.
yeah, it's real out here.
Yeah.
Real nature.
when you bring all the Hawaiians in one place, you know, the nature comes out. You know, we got three of us tonight. You know.
Yeah, that mongoose.
The mongoose is my alma cool. So.
Oh my god.
You know how strong a mongoose is?
Pound for pound.
Natives don't
Okay, so
claim
this
him.
one-
This joke. This joke.
This one is the rye.
Hey, anybody seen that TikTok I was in? Yo, let's go. She said, "This is what aloha looks like." Come on now, put a face to it. Let's go. That hey, shout out my label. That's me. Let's
But then
go.
he said his amakura was a mongoose, so negated right there.
That's okay. That's a joke.
Okay,
I don't claim the mongoose.
I'll put it this way. So yeah, put the Japanese and then
Whew.
yeah.
That's the Dewar, yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell already.
So the
Oh, these
Dewar's
are
on
the
the
two?
right.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Different ones.
Dewar's
Yep,
on the
two
right.
different ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Templeton on the
doors.
Mm, give my glass back.
Yeah, which one's the Dewars?
left. Sorry,
I mean, I got it. I can tell which one.
Yeah, probably by smelling it, you'll be able to tell. I mean, one is obviously darker too, right? You can tell, right? One is darker than the other.
Slightly.
You sure this is not the Dewars?
Let me see.
Very sure. I've seen it pour, and it's not the Dewar.
can't tell from smelling. You can
Oh,
taste
shit,
it,
smells like
obviously-
whiskey.
That obviously looks darker.
Could you tell from smell, Dean? Do you think
I don't
you could?
know. That's a good question too. I don't know if I
It's
could
hard
tell
to
just
tell
by
from
smell.
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By taste, you can.
I'm-
Next
like-
episode, we're testing you.
I can always tell like in the aftertaste, like 2 seconds after drinking it, what the difference is.
Oh, you're right. Actually, look at the color.
Look at this
I
thing.
told you, bro. This is pretty sure this is the Dewar's. It smells way stronger than the other one.
Just taste it.
You tell me, Ben. How's the black licorice?
I'll see it on the playback.
Hey, clip that for me real quick. Run the footage back.
Tap that, rewind it back.
Yeah, this one's the rye, right?
That's alright.
Yeah. The right one is the Dewar's.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, I know it didn't blink that long.
But I only know like after I sip it. Like right when I sip it, I still can't tell. It's
Mm.
always like the taste
Takes
kind of
some-
comes.
on the back of your throat. Or tongue, sorry.
Maybe.
Alright,
Take
pause.
some
I
more.
don't-
Take some
Oh,
more.
daddy.
So which one do you prefer?
And does ice make a difference for you?
Yeah, ice definitely makes a difference.
Mm.
I still prefer the rye,
Okay.
but the rye did get softer.
Okay.
Yeah, which
So
makes
let's
sense. I think. But
sorry, can you grab one more glass?
Yeah.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that for now. Remember what is what.
if we're being official, we'll have like a palate cleanser.
We're not official. That's mine.
Also professional.
Yeah, and this is.
Scientific.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
And so
Surface area.
We'll do the we'll do
Yes.
Less surface area, right?
Hey, my ball only weighs 135, bro.
Bro, I'm not that light. Hey, chill.
I think after this, he's not gonna be able to taste anything.
Maybe like 140.
It's
you know?
all
There you
good.
go.
All of it is so good.
He's gonna be like, I like this Caribbean blend. Like, oh, that was last week.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Actually, I'll do the same. I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, you can tell, yeah, like the color is darker, right? It's taking longer to melt. As the water melts, it lightens the color, but it's darker right off the bat, and it's kind of just staying dark.
Mm.
So I mean, to get it to melt, you can swish it or whatnot, but again, it's just got less surface area, so it's gonna take just longer to melt.
I think you mentioned in the last one, but I can't remember. What is your preference out of the smaller ice cubes?
Yeah, so I do like the cubes that we're using here. I mean these are just made from the refrigerator, but not cubes. But I mean like the ones that you make in your ice cube tray. Those are about the right
You want a
size.
faster melt rate?
Yeah, I do. I personally do. Yeah, I mean I guess like if it's too fast, like we were talking about the crushed ice. Like if it's too fast, then you're just gonna have a really watered down whiskey, and that's not good, obviously. But that is why people like it this way, because there's a slower melt. So if you were going to enjoy it, I guess, over more time, then you're okay.
I think the process of taking that sip was a lot nicer with the single ice cube.
Oh, could be. Well, right, you're gonna get like less of these ice chunks in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
face.
Yeah,
I
it just
guess.
feels like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
smooth experience.
Oh, you changed up, bro.
Yeah.
You hella
I like
bougie
this
now.
cube.
I know he's.
You're like the process of drinking this is way more
Oh, it's
The
kinda-
meticulous.
It's
Yeah.
kind of nice
Yeah.
because the Templeton Rye to begin with is I like for a rye, it's not that harsh, I think. And so with this, I think the melt rate is okay. Yeah, you're getting enough water into it.
I almost feel
Okay.
like it's colder too. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head.
Yeah,
But
that-
it would make sense because there's more like ice in the actual
yeah.
submerged
there
in
is.
actual liquid. Yeah.
Okay, so now talk about your preference here. You got 3 glasses in front of
Oh,
you.
okay. So the rye with the circular ice cube. Okay, try them all real quick.
Dude, you need bread, bro.
Yeah, so these two are more watered down.
At this point, yeah.
Mhm.
I guess that matters too, right? Like if you're like really an alcoholic, I gotta drink this thing really fast before the ice melts. But because otherwise, yeah, if you wait too long, then again, more melt, more water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say that Dean doesn't let his whiskey sit like that, where it like.
Yeah,
melts
not
down.
like too long.
I know he
yeah.
doesn't like it watery, so he's not. Even though he uses the smaller cubes, he's not like out here letting it sit for
Oh,
days.
so you the alcoholic he was talking about.
Hmm?
You don't let the
When-
cubes melt.
When
You
was
said
that?
you're like, I can
No,
see
I
alcoholic.
said fast.
Yeah, but it's fast.
Only a little, only a little.
Yeah, this one's my favorite though. Still,
Wow. Nice.
maybe
I
it's
think
just
so.
like
I think it is actually really nice. I like it too.
it could be placebo, just like the
The visual.
visual.
Visual, yeah, it does make a difference actually.
The process
is
and
nice.
experience of the essence of the sip.
3 people died making that ice cube.
People have to stick their bare hands in the freezer.
No, I hold it.
Blood diamond.
Blood cube.
They have the kind too. They have like all kinds made out of granite or
Yeah.
made out of
We gotta get the rocks.
stainless
We
steel.
can try the
Try
rocks
that.
actually.
Um,
Dad
dilution.
has the rocks actually.
I got the rocks in the freezer right now.
Really? You want me to grab them?
Yeah, I can try to pull it.
I was gonna.
But you gotta finish one of the
I was gonna. Yeah. Oh, I don't
No.
know.
Sub.
You
Audience
pull it,
members,
you
when
can-
you like to watch
you
this.
can- You can dump it if you want to. It's fine.
I just want to see what the rocks look like. I'm interested.
Yeah, I was gonna 3D print something, like I was talking about
A
last
mold.
week, like a weird mold. Yeah, that like, kind of like a wetsuit with holes in it.
No, but I thought
You
the
know.
3D printer doesn't make what you call. Oh, so you're talking about it wouldn't be a mold. It would just be after you mold it, you're gonna put in because the 3D printer doesn't make watertight stuff, right?
Actually, it kind of can.
Okay. Oh.
If you
Yeah,
layer it
I'm working
multiple
on
times.
that right
Okay,
now.
okay.
Yeah, but it has to be 100% infill certain materials. But I was thinking of just making like a glove for the cube, so it kind of like insulates the ice cube,
Mhm.
so it just slows the melt
comes
rate
these
down.
Cute little bag. It says whiskey stones. I
Is it
think,
cold?
Yeah,
It is cold. It's
It
been
was
in the
in a
freezer.
freezer.
Yeah.
that was I don't know what that is. Is that granite or?
Oh, nice.
Where's my
Yeah,
juice?
I'm not sure.
Where's my Crown
Oh,
5?
the Capri Sun.
I can try. Here, use this.
Ben's gonna get some Capri Sun on the rocks. Oh wait, he said keto. He said keto.
Keto.
Yeah,
got
do
you.
the
Water.
Are these
Let me just rinse this.
Oh, I want to use these cubes. I want to see if these things are legit.
keto?
Oh, that's Ben's glass.
Where's my glass
Look at that, 0 sugars.
I put 4 cubes in here.
Okay.
Over here.
Oh,
What about Ben, dog?
no, use. Yeah.
What about Ben? There's another Ben on this
that's-
show
that's
too,
fine,
okay?
That's fine.
Yeah, you're in the
Put it
center.
here.
Alright, we're purely just trying to
Now,
sell.
let's see. I'm curious. How is this? Let's hear the.
Wow, look at
See
the
if I can
fucking
make
Ah,
no.
so fancy.
So I'm not even gonna look at the flavor. I can tell you how refined my palate is. 'Cause I'll be able to tell what this is off the bat.
Great.
Right,
Let the,
it
let
literally
the stones
says
work.
on
No, but I
the-
didn't look at it yet. I didn't look at the flavor.
It's purple, but could be banana.
So off the bat, sparkling water for sure.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
The Stones is not working. This thing is not cold at all. So
Right, so I think like ideally you would already chill your alcohol or whatever, and it's gonna keep it cold. But you can try that too.
Blueberry.
I'm not a big fan of the blueberry.
Would that be something that you think would be like people would want though? Something that could, like, if you could have a ice cube that has a melt rate that's like 5 times slower, would that be valuable, or is that just too extra?
Yeah, it just depends. I think how you drink your alcohol, because you want some water, right?
Mm.
And
I'm
just
sure it
depends
would
on the
be-
rate that you drink it at. Yeah.
I'm sure it'd be valuable to some people.
You know
like, who
what-
still
what-
want that.
You know what would be
The
really
Like
whiskey.
you know what would
Yeah,
be really
yeah.
brilliant actually is
Stainless steel.
you connect it
yeah,
you connect it to your app, and then you control the
Yeah,
melt
can
rate.
it spin
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's not impossible. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
people who
That's
like are
impossible.
connoisseurs with whiskey would pay for something like that. But
that would actually be kind of cool.
What
Put
device
some
can you put in there would
LEDs.
monitor the?
yeah, LEDs.
Yeah.
can have a valve.
Oh
check
yeah,
valve.
yeah. Could even have the monitor the temperature, right? So it monitors the temperature and it keeps it at a specific
Can I have
temperature.
mine in the shape of a fish? So
I don't know
that
if
I
other
can
people
swim
would want
around
that,
the
but you
glass.
can have that. Just for you, I'll make it.
So you like this?
You're
I
right.
haven't tried yet.
With
So
the
this is like
stones?
no dilution, just cold,
Right,
Yeah.
cold straight.
just
Yeah.
getting chilled.
So again, like I think Ben mentioned this the other week, but it was like if you're gonna do that, why not just stick your bottle in the fridge? Yeah, I would prefer to do that.
And that is just to appreciate the full profile of the whiskey, right, without having it watered down.
Yeah, it's not super cold, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a little chilled, but it's a lot colder quicker with the
Right.
melting.
The ball.
Mm-hmm.
The ball does look pleasing to the eye.
I mean, it's cool looking, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you got Epcot in your glass.
I'm kind of surprised it's not colder though, because it's like a lot of volume.
Well,
you know.
Ben took 4 of your cubes.
That's true.
That's
I should have 8 in this one alone.
You're not Chinese, you don't get 8, okay? Relax.
Lucky number.
Okay, so back to this again. You got several options now. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean the rye with the
The rye
spherical
with the
cube is or spherical ice is still my favorite.
Right.
So
And why is that?
I think it's because like just drinking it is easy because I don't have to. I don't know, just it's smooth like the process.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Like the ice cubes aren't hitting your face.
Yeah,
or
they're
you're, like,
not-
drinking.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not in
yeah.
the way.
It's like-
I agree. That's
I
what's
feel like
nice
a lot
about
of
it,
this is
kinda.
just how you feel taking a sip.
Mm. And it does make you look very classy. You know what
True,
I'm saying?
true.
It's like, wow, look at this guy. Like, if you brought somebody to your house and you had like the ice cubes like this, they'd be like, wow, this is a very classy
I think
individual.
that's
You know?
like the big difference between the generations, right? More about the looks, more about the look, everything about the
Right.
looks.
Yeah.
Well, you better get some decanters too then.
Yeah, and it dilutes it too, which is like it does actually make
It does its job,
like,
right?
I don't know, less harsh.
No,
So-
I just imagine if you like, you know, because we're in our 20s, if you had like go on a date and you brought a girl home and you're like, oh, you want to drink some scotch or whiskey, and you put it like this, she'd be like, wow, this is a very unique individual, you know?
Yeah, classy.
Because like how
posh,
many
yeah,
how many people do you know our age that would have an ice cube like that? That's all I'm saying. It's very classy looking.
true. 28 years
Anyway.
old.
I don't know if that
Uncle
makes
Dean, you
sense,
gotta
but
help me
okay.
out a little bit here.
Sure.
Oh, we have an audience member who can help you. Don't worry.
So definitely not like the Dewars. Not a big fan of the Dewars.
No. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I feel like I'm being super biased this episode. Well,
It's okay. You're not being biased. You don't owe it to anybody.
It even has a smiley face.
you know why? Because I think the Dewars reminds me of Johnny Walker, and I'm not super into Johnny Walker. Maybe that's why. But the
Very
the
similar.
rye
They're
is
both
like just
Scotches, both blends. Yeah.
yeah, the rye is. I just like the flavor.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, so I mean, not biased or anything. But I totally agree. I mean, I totally like ryes more. But this rye is a smoother rye. I really think it's a smoother rye.
Mm.
Yeah, as we go through the episodes, if you make it to episode 10, hopefully we'll
I'll get my
we'll-
special custom
right,
glass.
you'll get your custom glass,
I'm ready.
and we'll try some
we'll get
really
you-
really like flavorful, like really peaty,
Custom
really
sphere.
rye.
A custom sphere too. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get
Custom
one
shit.
that says B. Yeah.
There you go. Make them
Yes.
bold. Make them.
Yes,
It's
yes.
gonna say the real BS in the whole.
I'm the real BS.
I'm gonna be like, wait, what? What's that supposed to mean?
Gotta own it.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so well, anyway, I think we'll wrap up. Any closing thoughts? Well,
Probation.
any closing thoughts? I mean, lot of interesting conversation there. Again, I mean, trying for the first time, a lot of different stuff, a lot of good input. Any closing thoughts, Ben?
I just feel bad because I feel like a lot is wasted.
No, we have people who are gonna drink that.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
People in the
after the
audience,
episode is done,
people
you guys-
recording.
Alright.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be
Um,
wasted.
But yeah, no, I mean, I've learned a lot, honestly. Like, just in 2 videos.
Okay, so next
Is that-
episode, Ben is gonna teach us some lessons.
Yeah. The next episode, everything you have learned, you're gonna recite on the 3rd episode. Okay.
I've never
Thank you.
like thought about what I'm drinking when I'm drinking whiskey. I've just been like, oh, it's a good whiskey, or like,
Really?
I haven't like taken notes. I've just been like, oh, it's a good one.
That's
not
a
a good
that's
one,
a
but-
shame, I think.
It's too
'cause-
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
No, it is true though. Like if I remembered like this bottle's really good,
Right,
I could have come back to it.
right.
Sorry, you still have time. You're so young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
2 months older than me.
Hey, relax, little brother.
Balance.
I'm still older.
True.
Anyway, so
There's time to refine
Okay.
the palate, right?
Any closing thoughts, Ben, on your bubbly there, or anything in general?
it was good, and yeah, I think that Dewar's really did smell crazy to begin with. I don't know if it's because I just woke up, but it was going
I really
crazy.
could smell it from here though. Like when you
Yeah.
popped it open, it was like very strong.
I don't know. Like I said, that's my drink of the moment is the Dewar's, and I'm just kind of on it right now. But I do agree. The Templeton was really good. I really like.
I mean, I
also.
didn't have PTSD or anything. I just smell it like
I'm still getting
it
the
reminded
shit.
me of cooking actually. Like,
Mm.
but I cook mostly with bourbon, not anything else.
And no alcohol was consumed in the filming of this video,
For
except my
Ben.
bubbly.
For
Thank
middle
you.
Ben.
Or for Ben.
Yeah.
For middle Ben.
For blue Ben.
You did smell some alcohol though.
This smells alcohol, yes. What about you? What did you like about the two?
I don't know. I'm like that. That's my parting thought. Actually, is that like again, I've really been on this Japanese smooth kick here.
Mm.
That's been my go-to, but I am really surprised with the Templeton. Granted, I mean, cost-wise, they're talking about like kind of a big difference in cost.
Oh, really?
Not yeah.
How much is the
This
Templeton?
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, but it is kind of like twice as much you're gonna be paying.
Mhm.
So again,
Approximately.
for the cost, this is actually a really good deal. Really good, really good. But I mean, the Templeton, yeah, I haven't had that in a long time. I'm kind of satisfied with that. I agree with the sphere. It actually does go good with that. Enough melt into it. It's smooth enough that it can stand up to it. So yeah, I agree with that. But anyway, I think that's all the time we got for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Hope to
Thank
have many
you.
more episodes.
Yeah. Thanks for the free whiskey.
Right.
oh, it's not free.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I
after, we'll settle up after. No.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Alright.
thanks for having us. Have a
Good
good
night.
evening.